Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, the water shortage out in the West has gotten worse. You can't imagine that. I mean, you can tell these man-made, reservoirs and everything are just drying up very quickly. All right, so this came out in The Guardian, the 16th of August, 2021. The biggest U.S. reservoir declares historic shortage, forcing water cuts across the West. Wow. Officials have declared a dire water shortage at Lake Meade, the U.S. largest reservoir, triggering major water cuts in Arizona and other western states. The U.S. Bureau of Reclamation, first ever declaration of a Tier 1 shortage, represents an acknowledgement that after a 20-year drought, the reservoir that impounds the Colorado River at the Hoover Dam has receded to its lowest level since its creation in the 1930s. Wow. Wow, that says a lot. Since its creation? Wow. That's all I have to say. But I do feel for people out west that have to deal with this stuff. This is going to make life very difficult for people that live in that area, and they said this is ongoing. There is no end in sight, not anytime soon. Already the lake is about 35% capacity. The white bathtub ring, you see the lines where it's lighter in the background, that was all covered in water at one point in time. I mean, but that shows you how low the levels are now. Arizona will be the hardest hit, losing nearly a fifth of its water it receives from the Colorado River. What we hoped is we would never see is here. So they were hoping that the drought would never get to this point, but it has. Household water supplies will remain unaffected, though families are likely to see their water prices tick up. So you're going to have less water and you got to pay more for it. That's crazy. Nevada will lose 7% of its water that it gets from the Colorado River, though residents are unlikely to feel a real change because the state has alternative water resources and it has began using it to supply more efficiently. Mexico will see its supply reduced by 5%, and California will be, for now, unaffected. This is a very big deal because there's never been a shortage like this over almost 100 years, said Sarah Porter, the director of Kyle Center for Water Policy at Arizona State University. The immediate impacts of this will not probably be felt by most people, but it's a big giant red flag telling a region that is depending on the Colorado River water that we need to adjust to a drier future. Cutbacks and conservation efforts, though crucial, are unlikely to reverse the reservoir decline in the near future. When its full Lake Meade elevation sits at about 1,221 feet above sea level. But by next year, this is what they're saying, by next year, the lake level is expected to drop to 1,065 feet, below the 1,075 feet cutoff that triggers first tier water reductions. By 2023, they're saying they're expecting to hit a tier 2. And when the lake level dips to 1,025 feet, a tier 3 declaration will trigger supply cuts to city and tribal lands. This is crazy. Lake Meade, which was formed after the construction of the Hoover Dam in the 1930s, has they said it's been declining fast for a long time amid devastating droughts and intense heat waves that have resulted in less water trickling down from the Rocky Mountains into the Colorado River. The dam, which provides power to about 1.3 million people in Nevada, Arizona, and California, has seen its efficiency drop by 25%, according to the Bureau of Reclamation. So they are giving you a warning. So tier 1 this year, next year, in 2022, a tier 2, and people will, for the first time, start feeling more of the cuts that are coming. That's pretty much what they're saying. Wow. You know, and I was looking at some of the comments on many of these articles, and people are like, well, I mean, if it continues to get bad, we'll just have to relocate and get out of here. You know, how are you going to live without water? You really can't. It's very difficult. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.